Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft Skyblock episode 14. Um, as always, I'm SandToise. Thank you so much for checking out my content today, and let's just get right into things. So as you can see right next to me, I captured another zombie, and we have Chaticus, the new zombie, decided to use the name tag. So now he's chilling over here, he won't despawn. We got a little roof to protect him from the sun, and now we have that option when we want to set up the villager trading hall in the future. We can use him to get us some zombie discounts, which is going to be really, really nice. But that's not going to be for a little bit still, maybe next episode or something along those lines, but we'll figure it out. Like I mentioned last time, today's episode is all about making a couple different mini farms. So the first one I want to make is the cow farm, and the cow farm is really simple. We just need a couple, like a hopper, a chest, a couple blocks, some water, and we're going to go down to the little area I set up for the farm and get everything squared away down there. So as you can see, maybe there's a little platform I built out in the void right over to the right over here, and basically what the goal is we just set up our little cow farm, get it started, and then while we work on the melon and pumpkin farm up there, we have the cows working down here. So this is pretty simple. So the first thing I'd just like to do is get the hopper and the chest set up just so we have those in place. And we're going to need to now grab our blocks and basically just go around and make a little collection chamber. Nothing too crazy, right? So just like that. And then on top of the chest, you can either use a stair or a slab. I'm just going to use a slab. It doesn't really matter because what we're going to do is it's going to keep everything in anyways. So let's just get a few more blocks in here. We want this tube high little area like that. Let's quickly put a torch right at the top just so we have somewhere for light, prevent mob spawns. And basically what we want is we want the cows in here. That's where they're going to go. So I just need to make a little bridge downwards, right? And if I can get the cows to follow me up into here, we can use wheat to lure them. So let me grab some wheat. We got 2 right here. I'm just going to use 2 for right now because I'm only going to bring 2 cows over. And, oh wait, no, never mind. I need more because the way to do this is to use baby cows because it's way easier. Alright, hold on. So the best way to do this is place a block, or, well, it's not going to let me because the cow there, but if I can get these guys out. Alright, so now see how we have that block placed, right? Let me get one more piece of wheat. I know I'm just, alright. So if I breed 2 cows, right, they'll make a baby. You get one more. Since the babies are only 1 block high, right, and we've got a ton of cows in here, if we just break this fence by itself, and we hold wheat, we should see the baby cows try and pathfind out, and the big cows will stay stuck in the pen. That baby cow there doesn't look like it can get out. We may want to just get one more for simplicity's sake. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're going to be good. Alright, so if we just get these little guys to follow us right over here. Yep, there we go. Now that we're up here, we basically... Where are they going? That's weird. Alright, we need them to stay up there with us. Normally they do that just when we hold the wheat. Basically, we just want to get them to fall into that hole right there. I don't know why they're like sliding like this. This is really odd. But let's just get one of them into the pit. Come on. There we go. There's one. And then we can just get this last one right here. Let's see if we can get it to come around to the other side, or at least stop it from going off the edge. And there we go. So that's pretty simple, as you can see. I'm going to now put a fence gate or a fence post on top. That's one of the steps. And then the last step to finish this off is just put a water bucket right at the bottom, and you'll see the cows float up like that. When they grow to adult cows, we'll be able to breed them and keep using this farm. And basically how this farm works is really simple. We have to breed a bunch of these until we get, a larger amount, kind of like we have over there. But once we have, I believe, 24, mob cramming will start to happen on the 25th cow. So when we breed them in the future, they will immediately die, and then the hopper will suck up their items and they will get dropped right in the chest. So we'll be able to get leather and raw steaks really quickly and really easily just from this simple farm. I'm going to put a little staircase going up to the top level because we do have to access it to breed them, which is, a little bit of a hassle, but nothing too bad in the grand scheme of things. And once we get it going really good, the result will be worth it. For now, we've got these cows over here, but it's going to be better once we have this going because it's going to be a lot faster and a lot easier. You can see them bobbing into there. It's kind of funny, but their items will just drop right into the hopper, into the chest. So that's all squared away. We're just going to wait for them to grow up, and we can come back here maybe after the melon and pumpkin farm, breed them a couple of times, and just see how everything ends up with that. But for the melon and the pumpkin farm, it's a little bit more involved. We're going to use some observers. We have 12 observers, so we can make a total of 12 different little like different melons and pumpkins to grow, I guess is the best way to put it. I'll show you guys what I mean. But let's just get the location squared away. So I'm going to actually build it right over here. And the first thing I need to do is actually get a few more slabs just to work with over here. And I need a layout where I'm putting the rail lines. And the reason I'm using rails is so we can pick up the melons and pumpkins through the full blocks. So we just need to have a little area where we've outlined the rail systems. And I'm going to have two different rail systems, one for the melons and one for the pumpkins. So I should just go here, like that, right? So I'm going to do, I think, is that 5? That's 5. So I want 6 blocks, and then 6 blocks right here. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. And I want the chest to be at like face height, I think, just because of how we have this platform. So I want the chest like right here. And I'm actually going to go, no, this is fine. I'm going to do, no, okay, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, right, so that's going to be good. Put a little block under there. And basically we're going to have 5 hoppers. I mean, that's a little bit excessive, but I'm just going to do it like this. And basically we're going to have the minecart go over these hoppers, drop off the items, and then it's going to go right into the chest, which is going to be great. I may want to add more hoppers, just depending on how efficient this collection is, because I don't know, with the corner rails it might be kind of weird, but we'll get across that bridge when it comes to it. So as you can see, we're just going to put the rails in like that, and then we will go over here with some cobblestone blocks, and we're going to put the rest of the rails on here, and we're going to make sure that one of them is a powered rail, so that we can collect, or well, not so we can collect, but so that the minecart goes automatically. We don't have to keep pushing it and stuff. It'll just go in a little circle, as you guys will be able to see in just a second. I have levers here so that we can do that efficiently. So let's just do a powered rail there and there, connect those up, and then when we put the minecarts in, they'll be hopper minecarts, and they should just go automatically. I actually need to craft those, but that should work really well. And let's just pop the lever down right in the center there. Let's put a piece of glowstone, just for appearance's sake, right in there, block up this area, and then the first part of this farm is complete. So it's pretty easy, pretty simple. Nothing crazy here. But the rest of the farm, it'll be a little bit more involved. We have to use, I'll probably need to get some more blocks, so I'm going to go do that right now, and also craft another hopper, and two more hoppers and 2 more minecarts. So let's do that real quick. Hoppers, we need 2, and then we need 2 minecarts. Not 10, thank goodness, my inventory was full there. Let's get 2 of these guys. Alright, so we have an extra minecart. Let's just leave that here for now. And so let's go put the minecarts in just so we can get them rolling and stuff. So let's just put a slab there for now. Alright, so we got 1 minecart. If we just set it on its path, it should just go automatically, which is what we want. It looks really weird with that like positioning. Hopefully it picks up items. Let's just check that real quick because I may have to adjust slightly. So okay, so it does pick up items, and it's just, this is a slow farm anyways, because we're going to just do melons and pumpkins, so it shouldn't matter how fast it picks up items, we just have to make sure that it does. Alright, so that's good. I need the slabs down here so I can actually get on top of these. Let me put the other minecart in. Just get it rolling. And there we go. We got both our minecarts all synced up, and then I'm just going to get a little bit more cobblestone and make a little border around the rest of this area here. This is just going to be to make sure that we don't accidentally bump it or something while the minecarts are running, which would just kind of mess things up, you know. So if we just get these in right here, this should be a nice, consistent little minecart setup for the rest of the farm. Okay, so as you can see, I put a little wall around everything. I also added another power rail on a block of redstone. The reason I did this because when I put the walls in, it started behaving kind of erratically. So I was like, you know, why not just put something in to make it work a little better, a little safer. I felt a little bit more comfortable having something like that in the farm. But now the next step is we have to get the dirt blocks in, right? So we just, oh, I fell. Oopsie. Need to get a good little staircase up while I work on this. I don't have any more slabs. Awesome. I constantly need slabs. So let's go back over here, grab a couple more, not too many. I'm actually going to need some for the middle anyways, so it's good to grab an extra. Let's put a slab there. There we go. Let me actually, it's getting to be nighttime. Let me throw down a torch just in case. I think we're going to be mostly good. All right. So in this center area here, I'm going to put slabs. And I'm going to put slabs because I want to waterlog them. And if you waterlog slabs, right, they hold water, but they don't, they're not like a pool of water, right? You can still put blocks on top of them and stuff. And they hold it kind of in one block rather than flowing out on top of our minecarts, which is what we don't want. So then I got to keep going around the edges here, just get another ring kind of set up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dirt blocks right on top of the minecarts. And if you don't know, hopper minecarts can actually pick up items through blocks, right? It's just because the top of the hopper goes like right into the bottom of the block, the hitbox does. So it's just tall enough to pick up items that fall onto these blocks here. Normal hoppers, can only pick up items that fall onto slabs. But if we use hopper minecarts, no issue. So now the next step is we have to waterlog this entire center section, and that's pretty standard. I mean, we just have to go right over here to our little infinite water source and figure out that we forgot to make another staircase up. Then we go back over here and just fill that up. So pretty simple. Let me just do that real quick. All right, so now our water situation is totally squared away, and I actually put a glass blocks in here just so we can check and make sure the minecarts are always working. And I threw some glowstone right in the middle for the light we're going to need for the farm. And the farm is pretty simple. It's kind of annoying because we have to put the pistons in before we plant the crops. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that. But I actually have to go do that right now. So basically what I'm going to do is we're going to alter piston, right? We're going to have piston, empty block, and then an empty block, and then a piston. But they have to be placed on like this block pointing downwards, which is kind of annoying. So let's see if we can actually, oh yeah, okay. So we can't really do that super easily, as you're going to be able to tell. Maybe our best bet is to use the, yeah, okay, so that's really kind of unintuitive there, but I will figure out the best way to get those placed down. I think my best bet is to go where the minecart is and just start it after I do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Which, oh, but we got our slabs here and I don't want those spilling. Alright, well, I'll just figure it out. Hold on. Yeah, we're just going to stop the minecart and then get the pistons in and then worry about, fixing the minecart after, because I think that's probably just the fastest way to do it. Don't worry about, because we can always set up the minecart again in just a second, but this will be much faster if we just set those out. We're going to move the cobblestone later. We're actually going to put observers in those spots, and we just need the pistons in, only 6 on each side, so nothing too intense, but we just need to make sure that we get all of them in, because they are going to be what's breaking our pumpkins and our melons, right? So let's put one more there, and we've only got one more on top of that block. Alright, so there we go. All of our pistons are squared away. We can break this cobblestone block right there to get out. As you can see, it's a bit of a tight squeeze coming out of there. I think the hopper minecart grabbed some of our dirt. Yep. As you can see, we got all that right there. Just put that back in. No trouble at all. Then we pop the cobblestone back. We've got our pistons squared away. We got our birch wood. As you can see, if we just let it get picked up by the hopper minecart, it just goes away like that. And then the next step is do the same thing on the other side, right? So we just got to go break the dirt blocks again, put the pistons kind of in this same pattern. We could do it, a little bit different, but it doesn't really matter. We just need them to be alternating like they are. So I'll probably do what I did last time. Go onto this block, place the piston there, and then go with these 2 blocks, and then do the pistons like that. But I'll get back to the recording when I get that finished, and I will show you guys what we do next. Okay, so as you can probably see, all of the pistons are now in place, and basically the last step is I need to get more cobblestone so I can block up that center area, and then I'm going to place the seeds, but I didn't really get those ahead of time, so I probably should have thought ahead a little bit there, but it's nothing to worry about. We will grab those really quickly. Don't know how many seeds of stuff I have. I only have 2 pumpkin seeds and 1 melon seed over here. How many seeds does a whole pumpkin give you? 4. Alright, so we got 6 pumpkin seeds and we need 5 more melon seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be the seeds we need. Yep, perfect. So 6 and 6, right? Enough for each side to have 6. So if we go over here, we are going to put the plants on each space that doesn't have a piston, right? We want the observers there. And the reason being is when we have to hoe this first. Oops. There we go. We just got to place all that like there. So that will be tilled farmland, just like that. Yeah, we have to get it all ready for the seeds before we can do anything. All right, so then we got to put these opposite the pistons, and the reason for that is we don't want the plants to break. We just want the pumpkins and melons to get broken, and that's how this is going to work, right? So we're going to put observers above these plants, and when the plants grow, the piston is going to fire, and that's basically going to it's going to fire the pistons near it, right? So it's going to break the pumpkin or melon when that plant grows. So it's pretty good, pretty helpful. It's kind of finicky, just depending on how it's done, but I think we'll be okay with this setup. So let me just put the cobblestone in here, and we can get the observers in. I think, oh my goodness, I keep falling. I want to put glass on the front and the back. We only have 9, so I can't do the whole sides. I'll probably replace it later, though. Just a little bit of glass there to inspect the process of everything as it goes, right? Then we put the cobblestone there, put the outer walls and the back wall. Just very minimalist kind of design, nothing too fancy. And we have to clear that out. So now the thing we have to, all right, let's finish this side first. So that should be all of that. So now what we have to do is put the observers facing downwards, right, connected to all these pistons. So just like that, over here, 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 and here, right? So they're not super nice looking, as you can see, but we're not really going to see these in the actual farm. We just need these to trigger the pistons. All right, so those are all in place, and now the last step is to basically put a redstone cross on top of each of the observers. So basically when they fire, they trigger the pistons near them only, right? So the only ones that the melons have possibly grown on, right? Nothing that the melons can't have grown on. And then we're just going to fill in the wall like this. So 1 triggered, that means one of the melon's plants grew a stage. And the observers will detect the change when the melons grow a melon, and then they will break the melon or the pumpkin, and it will go into the hopper minecarts and right into our chest. So it's going to be super quick, super easy. I mean, this farm won't have the greatest rates, just because it is a very, very small farm, very simple, with more, plants, more observers, which I don't really have access to yet. Quartz is still very hard to come by, just because we have to trade with the piglins for that, and it's not super easy. I probably should have bone mealed the plants before. Actually, let's do that. Let's bone meal the plants, so that the farm can get working quicker. I think I have, well, the bones are at the mob farm, so let's go check on the cow farm. We'll maybe grab some bones while we're down there and get the plants all the way grown so we can start having it produce stuff a lot faster. Oh, as you can see, I did fully fix this down part. I think I mentioned that before, but, might as well reconfirm that I did that. Just grab a whole stack of bones. Don't go that way. I need to put slabs right here so I know if I go around I won't immediately die. But let's see. Let's go back up here, check on our cows. I think they must have grown up by now, hopefully. If not, that is going to be... Okay, yeah, they grew up. So we basically just have to keep breeding these cows until we have enough, filling up this little spot. And when we have enough, we'll start seeing drops in the chest. That may take us a little bit, but for right now, it's kind of what we gotta wait. I will probably, while I play off camera, getting iron and gold and stuff, and from my farms, I'll come over here and breed the cows every now and then, and just get that whole thing squared away. I could have brought more cow. Oh my goodness, I could have brought more cows into the farm in the first place, which I probably should have done that actually, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. I think we'll be okay. And I mean, it's just going to take me a little bit to get the cows bred, but it'll go faster every time, right? Because with the more cows we have in there, the faster the breeding will be. We have 2 right now. We have 3. Once we get 4, it'll just go a little faster each time. But for right now, it'll be a little bit slow. That's okay. So I got way too much bone meal, but that's also okay. We can go up to the farm level. I think that's going to be... Keep forgetting that the floor is bottom slab, so I can't just jump right onto the block I place. So I think this is the plant level. Yeah. So we just got to break a few of these so we can access the plants. And then we can just go in and take some of our bone meal and just get all these guys grown all the way. I think there's one more in the corner over there. Yeah. So as you can see, when we update... Oh my goodness. When we update the... plant, if we can get a little... All right, let me just put another block. All right, so if we update the plant, why won't it let me click it? That's so... Okay, there we go. We update, see the piston fires. Oh, I think a pumpkin grew right when we bone mealed that, so let's hope that actually collected down there. That would be good. Yeah, so now these are all grown. They should produce way faster. Some of the cropland got untilled, but that's okay because we don't need to actually grow anything on that one. That's just where the pumpkins go. And let's break that. All right, I gotta put another slab right there, just so... I don't know... Oh, we got the pumpkin in our inventory. All right, so I'm assuming the farm does work, but the collection system hasn't gotten a chance to prove itself yet. So let's actually put the slab there. And then we just go up a couple more blocks to right here. Break a few so we can access the plants. And then we can just go in and grow these little guys so we can start getting some melons here too. There we go. All right, so all of the melon plants are now fully grown. So we just have to basically wait for the farm to start producing pumpkins and melons. And, this isn't a super, super important farm, but it's just going to be nice to have a little bit extra pumpkins and melons so we can trade. Oh, we already got on a second pumpkin, which is great. So we can trade with that farmer villager over there. I've actually temporarily stopped the breeder from producing any more baby villagers. I put a block right here so the villagers can't see the beds. They won't try and get to them. They won't try and breed. As you can see, we have a lot of villagers in here. So until we start getting a trading hall set up, there's no real point in keeping the villager breeder going with so much surplus without enough demand for the villagers that we're going to be using. But in the future, we're going to need to keep it going because we're going to have a bigger trading hall, especially once we can get more consistent gold from the gold farm. We can make more golden apples, more potions of weakness, cure more zombie villagers, which will be really, really nice. I expanded this platform over here just a little bit. I put in space for another cubicle over here. I don't know which villager I want next. I think probably a toolsmith or armorsmith, so we can start getting some diamond tools. Also, they trade iron for emeralds, which is a really good trade. Very, very efficient. You get a lot of emeralds from it, and we have so much iron right now. Actually, let me show you guys the iron farm. It's ridiculous. There is so much production. We have no way to use all this, as you can see. Just stacks and stacks of iron that I'm just accumulating for a rainy day. I'm sure we'll find a way to use that stuff eventually, but for right now, we basically have no use for that iron aside from making hoppers for certain farms. I guess, you know what, the last thing we'll do this episode is go down to the gold farm and put hoppers in there, because that's the one thing I haven't done. I put one hopper in, I think, but let's get the rest of that gold farm squared away. It's going to be good peace of mind just to have some of the hoppers in there. I think I need 5 chests, so probably that much wood. All right, that should be the right amount of wood for 5 hoppers, because I think I have 1 hopper in the gold farm already. So let's go to the nether, put these hoppers in the gold farm, and then see if there's anything else I want to do in today's episode. I think this is probably it, but there may be just a couple small things I want to take a look into. I think while I head to the nether, I think let's plan kind of next episode. I want to maybe set up a cactus farm, or, well, the villager trading hall is actually my priority, but depending on how feasible I feel that is next episode, a small cactus farm may be part of it as well. Those are really easy, even easier than the pumpkin and melon farms. You don't need any redstone for a cactus farm. They're not super useful, but they can be made. I will maybe make one, maybe not. Depends on how I'm feeling. I think the trading hall getting the zombie discounts and the trading hall set up is probably my priority. I think that's going to be more useful in the long run. And to put in the hoppers, I'm going to need to clear this out. So I'm going to clear this out real quick, and then I'll put in the hoppers and just show you guys and test it out some more. Alright, so the gold farm is now fully cleared out of any pesky mobs. So basically what I need to do now is just get the hoppers into place. Just place them onto each other like that. Pretty simple, but it's good that we have these now instead of having to go into the farm every time to collect the drops, because let me tell you, that is a complete hassle. You constantly get attacked, or not attacked, but like you constantly have to worry about making sure you cleared out stuff. Sometimes the little zombie piglins can hide in the little corners like here, and you can't see them if they're jumping a bunch, or they can hide elsewhere in the farm, and it's a complete hassle if the aggro's still on you. Most of the time though, you get them all, but sometimes when you forget, it's a really big pain. But now when we put an item on top of those hoppers, it should just go right into the chest, so we'll hopefully lose less gold when we kill the piglins, right? Or the zombie piglins, because the normal piglins won't be able to pick up the items as quickly because it's just going to go straight into the hoppers, which is great. So we've got that squared away. So let's go back to the overworld, just check on our farm, see if we've got a few more cows we can breed, and see if the pumpkins and melons have done any more growing before I wrap up the episode. So yeah, I think that's what we should check real quick. I'll come back to this farm off camera, get some more gold, get things squared away there. I'll probably do some more trading with the villagers we have. I need more redstone and glass, because I want to, keep having glass for builds and farms and stuff because it looks good, lets you know what the farm's working or not. All around pretty useful. We don't have enough of it right now. Let's go back to our main island and just check on our farms. At some point, I want to do an episode where we kind of like make a nice bridge here instead of this weird like cobbled together mess. I want to do some like beautification of our island, put some decorations out, something nice. Okay, so it has not produced any more pumpkins. Oh, weird, because we were in the nether. That makes sense. Can't do anything while we're in the nether. The chunks aren't loaded. So that makes sense. Let's go back down to the cow farm, maybe just quickly breed those guys and see what it's going on there. Say hi to the skeleton poking through the roof of the mob farm over there. Alright, shooting at us, that's fine. Just hop down here. Let's see if we can breed these anymore. Yeah, we can. There we go. Get another baby cow going in there. And I think I'll wrap up the episode right here. So, as always, guys, I'm SandToise. Thank you so much for checking out my content today. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, any suggestions, advice, concerns. I always appreciate what you guys think. And I'd love if you guys check out my next video when I upload it. Thank you so much for checking my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.